Move on to our next topic. You may have read in the media over recent weeks some stories about what are called dawn raids. That is raids by immigration officials or agencies of state on people who are technically not allowed to be in the country, have come here on visitors or other visas and are overstaying, are in the country illegally. Back in the midst of time, I think it was the 70s, Rob Muldoon used to have a policy, or it was associated most with him, particularly with Pacific Islanders who would come here to work because we needed workers, and they would overstay, they would not fill out the paperwork. And police, with dogs and officials, would visit these people early in the morning, before dawn or at dawn, raid them, throw them into paddy wagons and have them deported from the country. Whilst those raids were legal, they were deemed years later in a newly politically correct environment to have been, well, not politically correct, and the government apologised largely to New Zealand's Pacific Island community, which is very much a part of who we are as a country now, and said sorry. But in recent weeks there have been reports that dawn raids are back, and MB officials have been trying to get overstayers by launching or visiting addresses very, very early in the morning. It is clearly a cultural memory which causes such pain, but is it a big issue? Well, I was looking for someone who was Pacific Island who would have some, if you like, some real lived memory, cultural memory of what happened there, and we thought Dave Letele might be someone we could talk to who would give us a perspective on this, and I'll be honest, a perspective that I culturally simply don't have. So he joins us on the line after a bit of a flooding event yesterday. Now, Dave, first, good morning, mate. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. How's it going, bro?
Yeah, good. You got hit by the flooding?
Yeah, I've got it just got repaired, our house, and then it got hit again, and then again. It's just a nightmare.
Man.
But it's compared to what we've seen for others, it could be a lot worse. But it's just frustrating. Just literally after months of waiting for the insurance, it just got done, and then
bang, the rain comes again. Jeez, that's tough. Hey, Dave, firstly, just let us know, have there been or are there ongoing dawn raids in Auckland against overstayers right now?
Oh, yeah, look, I've got sort of, my perspective is we help a lot of organisations that are looking after overstaying families who can't go anywhere for support, with food support. So, we hear their perspective. And then I've also got friends that work in immigration. So, what I'm hearing is that, those old dawn raid tactics, they're not happening again in terms of, the severity of them. But, a lot of the times they have to go there, I think at 7 a.m. because they're trying to get people before they go to work. What I've been told is it's a last resort. But, in terms of those tactics, that we never want to see those. I think we can all agree we don't want to see those tactics being used again. For me, I always go back to how it affects the children. Everything we do is to help children, to help the family. So, they could make a huge impact on them.
David, do you know friends whose parents were dawn raided or were there as kids and watched that going down?
Yeah, I mean, my grandparents were part of the initial, that first migration over. To try and make a better lives for their families. So while I didn't experience it personally, obviously, but, we have a lot of family and friends that went through that.
I hate to say it, and you can call it a cracker or a redneck response, but if you don't want to get dawn raided, don't overstay.
Yeah, well, look, there's a lot to it. A lot of these families are hardworking people just trying to make a better life for their families.
So why do they overstay?
Well, I'm not too sure why they overstay. There's got to be a better way of helping them to get it done properly, in terms of staying here legally,
But, sorry, I just come back. I think an awful lot of New Zealanders say don't be an overstayer if you don't want to be dawn raided.
Well, that's very easy to say.
It is because it's so factually accurate and straightforward, Dave. Don't want to go to prison, don't commit a crime.
Yeah, again, this is a really a real right-wing
No,
racist
it's not,
thing to say, I
David.
think,
No,
Sean.
but no,
Yeah.
hang on, David.
No.
And look, I respect that you've come back at me with that. But surely in a society that has rules and laws, you break the laws, you pay the price. That's not racist. It's called organising a civilization.
Look, if you commit a crime and you're over here, if you're over here trying to work, trying to provide a better life for your family, and you haven't renewed your visa or whatever the case may be, maybe the immigration can help to communicate it better to get it done legally. I agree. If you're committing a crime while you're over there, if you're beating up your missus or something like that, or any kind of crime, go